Let me tell you a story about a girl named Phoebe and her mother, Sarah. Now, Phoebe always knew her mom was a little different. She worked from home, kept the curtains drawn tight at night, and never ever went out after dark. Folks in town whispered, but Phoebe just figured her mom liked her privacy. But one night, during a thunderstorm that rattled the whole house, Phoebe woke to a sound she'd never heard before, a deep animal growl coming from downstairs. At first, she thought it was the wind, but then came the crash of something heavy and a howl that made her blood run cold. Curiosity got the better of her, as it often does with young folks. She crept down the stairs, heart pounding, and what she saw in the flickering lightning nearly stopped her heart. The living room was torn apart, and in the middle of it all was a creature, huge, wild, with fur bristling and eyes that glowed yellow in the dark. It was terrifying, but when the beast turned and looked at her, Phoebe saw something familiar in its eyes. Her mother's eyes. She ran, of course, slamming her bedroom door and hiding under the covers, listening to the storm and the beast's howls until morning. When the sun finally rose, she found her mother, battered and exhausted, lying in the wreckage. Sarah's secret was out. With tears in her eyes, Sarah told Phoebe everything. She was a werewolf, cursed to change with the full moon. She tried to protect Phoebe by keeping her distance, but the storm had ruined her plans. Phoebe was scared, sure, but she loved her mother. She couldn't just give up. So she started searching for answers. She spent days at the library, nights on the internet, looking for anything that might help. That's when she stumbled across an old book about folklore and natural remedies. It mentioned a mixture of herbs, wolf's bane, valerian root, and a few others, said to calm the mind and body, even in the throes of transformation. It was a long shot, but Phoebe was desperate. She gathered the herbs, brewed them into a bitter tea, and handed the steaming cup to her mother on the night of the next full moon. Sarah hesitated, but Phoebe squeezed her hand. "Trust me, Mom. Just try." As the moon rose, Sarah drank the tea. The change still came, bones shifting, fur sprouting, her body twisting in pain. This time, something was different. The beast was there, yes, but it was quieter, less wild. When Phoebe looked into those yellow eyes, she saw her mother looking back. Sarah could speak in a way, soft growls and gestures, but she was in control. She didn't destroy the house. She didn't run into the woods. She stayed with Phoebe, trembling but present, until the sun rose and the change faded. It wasn't a cure, but it was hope. Every month they brewed the tea together, and every month Sarah kept a little more of herself. Phoebe learned that sometimes the answers aren't in magic words or ancient rituals, but in the quiet strength of love and a little bit of faith. And if you ever find yourself in their town on a full moon night, you might see a girl and her mother sitting together by candlelight, sharing a cup of tea, waiting for the dawn.